A lot of pressure, man.
Yeah, it is.
Evil,
Knievel.
not our real names.
Nailed it.
Oh, you want me to do my bit? Okay, here we go.
Who are those guys?
You're gonna love it. It's just a little independent.
That might have been too much, man. I like being hot.
Being
This
hot.
is the only place that I'm hot.
Ah,
Huh?
I see and identify with you, sir. Welcome to A Little Independent, the podcast where two friends talk about independent, obscure, or just plain weird movies. My name is Ryan.
And I'm Todd.
Hi, Todd.
Hi, Ryan.
It's been a little while.
2 months.
You know, we're
A little
transparent on
hiatus.
this thing.
Yeah, we show.
Yes.
We show and tell.
That's right. I was busy getting several tattoos removed.
It's just a game I play.
I had a mental breakdown. We should have something juicier. We should plant a story like
Okay.
I had a mental breakdown and we had to stop recording for a while. And then we had like a Rock and Vin Diesel style falling out in a fight, and then we made up.
And then we jumped off a building like in the other guys.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love, and not to get off on any kind of tangent, not to get off on a rant here.
Because we never
But
go on
that
tangents.
scene in the other guys
Oh,
where they
yeah.
jump off the building and
Oh,
you
yeah.
think that how are they going to make it?
Yeah.
And they fucking don't.
No.
We may have talked about this very subject on this show before, by the
I
way,
don't
but
know.
that is so funny.
Yeah.
And one of those just honest moments in a movie where they're like, that's never going to happen. Oh shit, splat.
Yeah.
And they're dead.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
And it's Sam Jackson in The Rock.
Yeah. Mega
That
stars.
may be one of the funniest things in the history of cinema when it all comes down to it. But what is...
Well, put on your big boy pants.
yes,
and
because questionably periods of this movie are funny. So
Oh.
not a total departure from... Oh, no. Okay, so we may be differing in
And
this.
no, I
Interesting.
was trying to think of the funny parts.
Oh, boy. This may say a lot about me today. Hashtag not a creep. Because interesting. Based on some of the reviews, there were some folks who pointed out the humor, and maybe I saw that, post.
Yeah.
It was one of those things that it entered my brain afterwards. But I think there was a little bit of humor. But
there is, because some of this is just so ridiculous. Like,
yeah. In coming off a comedy, which we recorded last, I thought this was a really, really, still, I think this is in the horror genre, and we'll see in the description. But it is our first requested film.
Yes. Officially requested. So I got sent a Facebook message from a very dear friend from high school. He's actually my musical mentor. Greatest guitarist I've ever played with, known, Walden Reed Jr. So Google him, and he's got at least 8 CDs out. He was interested to hear our take on this movie.
Oh, excellent. Well, maybe by now we can have him do like a version of our opening, of our song.
Yeah.
And by the time this comes out.
He records all the time.
We want people to like do their own versions of our theme song. Like we want to hear remixes and all of that stuff.
Oh, he would. You know what? He would probably.
I'd like
that.
a dubstep or like a deep house, boom, something the ladies can dance to.
Oh, for
something we can get down to
when we go live.
Yeah,
right. Dancing in the aisles.
So I guess as good a transition as any, because dancing is sometimes a part of this movie, at least vocally. Our film today is Berberian Sound Studio, which when Todd mentioned this to me, after being amazingly humbled by the fact that somebody had asked us to do a film that they wanted us to do,
yeah,
I was like, never heard of it, and I get
neither.
excited.
Yeah, that was so cool. And to preface it, he actually said, when he wrote me, I don't remember how many episodes. Let's say roughly 10. We had out or he had listened to, and he said, "You guys really dig deep. The only one I've seen is Swimming Pool. Out of let's say 9. Swimming Pool's 9, so 9 or 10.
Interesting.
Roughly. Yeah. And none of the other ones.
The one with all the sex and the
one with
girl with the bikini on the cover.
Well, it's French.
I wonder if that's our search is making us pervs. With the descriptions of
Hashtag
some of our movies. I don't know. But that's interesting.
Yeah. Have we introduced the slogan? The evil versus what's it? What am I trying to say?
Tuck and Pod?
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah. I mean, it's,
so there it is.
Yeah, we're just gonna say maybe we're gonna try to get a new thing, and normally you don't see this workshopped on the podcast. Who knows if it'll make the cut? But
it came out in a phone conversation.
Tuck and Pod.
Tuck and Pod.
We're tucking and podding,
which has to do with the Silence of the Lambs, Buffalo Bill. Right?
Yes, that's true.
So there you go. It just came out on the phone one day, and we thought that we were going to go Tuck and Pod.
Over.
We just thought that was really funny.
Take him by the hand.
This is really
lead
diving.
him to the water.
This is how far south can we go? How?
Well, in this film, a lot can go south. Maybe insert one of those badoom there. Because this was something I honestly, when you first said it and I first read it via your text, I thought it was maybe a documentary.
Okay.
Like on a sound studio.
Yeah.
Which again,
like Hired Gun.
I thought really cool. Okay.
Yeah,
like documentaries are of course in play, and we haven't, I don't even think really done one yet. But I'm like, oh, cool. Okay, whatever this is, I'm just psyched that somebody asked us to do a movie. And when I read what it was, and this is something that I promise you I did read the kind of first few words of the description on IMDb, and I saw Toby Jones was in it.
Right.
So I saw that it was about an Italian horror movie mixer or something.
Right.
And that's all that I read, because I thought, oh shit, well, this is one of those movies fun to go into cold.
Oh yeah.
Like really. And so I have something interesting to say about having watched the movie and then read the descriptions, the various ones. But so that's all I knew. And having watched this goddamn great movie, I'm thrilled that I didn't really have anything, because had I read a few of the other descriptions, I may have been let down or something. So I don't know, cautionary tale about movie descriptions. But this movie is from the year of our Lord 2012. Right. Why did I do that?
Because you go to church
you felt
so
me
often.
Stumble into it.
Yeah.
2012, and the description, and this is IMDb, as we always do, a sound engineer's work for an Italian horror studio becomes a terrifying case of life imitating art.
I like that.
You do like that?
I do like that.
Okay. I read another one that was completely different, kind of similar, but a completely different end, and I'll tell you that, I guess, when I decide. But now, had I read it ahead of time, I would have been doubly excited to watch this movie. Toby Jones and that description sounds fascinating, and the world of Foley and sound and mixing. Right. I love.
Yeah.
So inherently, I'm going into like, behind the scenes on a movie, like perfect.
Well, I sent you a text saying you should have a box of Kleenex with you when you watch it because of your sound fetish of phones hanging out. And it's all analog 1970s equipment.
Yeah.
I'm like, Ryan is just gonna
lose
it.
That's what's funny about this is I didn't really, for some reason, know that it was a period piece, because Italian horror is known for the 70s, and I didn't necessarily think it was going to be set that way. So I went in thinking, it could be 90s, could be 2000s, could be, you know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't think it would be stylized. So that would have made me triple excited as well. It's billed as a drama horror thriller.
Yeah.
Drama horror thriller to you?
Yeah. Thriller.
I think so.
Okay. Definitely drama.
Yeah. And I like that that line up. And I don't know if it's a thing and or if,
Maybe it's, I'm
we
just
can
hearing
create
Michael
a game,
Jackson.
like a Doug Loves Movies style game about like what's the genre is going to be and in what order. Because I think I would have gone, drama, horror, thriller. And you could question even if it's a horror movie, but I do. And it stars, and I think the most notable person in the cast, Toby Jones, as Gilderoy. Now, Did you know him from anything else?
So I anticipated this exact moment. You looking at me and saying, what? And so what came out as soon as I saw him, and this is embarrassing because of all the stuff he's done.
Yeah.
Atomic Blonde. Probably because that's the most recent thing I've seen him in.
Yeah.
And that the dick of an interview he was to her.
Yeah.
Such a prick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that I'm like, oh, that guy.
There's nothing, and he is that guy. And I think he's got a huge and varied filmography. He's got 133 credits.
Yeah.
And he is somebody who I think later has just been known in creepy roles. So again, putting him into this mix again made me 4 times excited because that seems like perfect casting. And I'm going to say, kind of maybe shocker, I think he's the most grounded part of the movie of the insanity around him. But his IMDb, he's best known for Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, The Hunger Games, Captain America the First Avenger, and The Painted Veil.
Yeah. And
so you've probably seen him in most of those.
He does a lot of stage work.
Yeah.
As well.
He's got that acting career, and I've probably said on here before, I'd love. Just worked consistently.
Yeah.
Kind of a chameleon at times, but whenever he pops up, you're like, oh, cool.
Character actor extraordinaire.
Yeah, exactly. And again, we'll have spawned a podcast about character actors and my love for.
Starring Ron Perlman.
It's starring, yeah. Yeah, we've done a lot of his movies. He's in the upcoming Indiana Jones movie, which I'm kind of vaguely excited for because I also think Garrett Hedlund is in it, and he's an actor I love. I've talked about before. He also, Toby Jones, has an upcoming movie that sounded interesting, and it's called Tetris. And I'm like, oh,
the game?
It can't be about the game, because
right.
Super Mario Brothers, I get it, Tetris. And here it goes. It is a movie about the game Tetris, but not like you think. Like Toby Jones plays a square, and he's just trying to find his place as he falls.
Hollywood Squares?
Yeah. But it's about the legal battles during the Cold War over ownership of the game.
What?
Yeah. So Tetris. But he's in like The Muppets Most Wanted, Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom, which I've told you I actually liked.
Oh, the evil business guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His first film, 1992 film called Orlando, which is based on a book by Virginia Woolf. Tilda Swinton and Billy Zane in that.
Oh.
I've never seen it.
A young Billy
and
Zane, like
Zane
Tombstone.
And, like Prime Zane. Oof.
Prettiest man I ever saw.
God damn. Yes. Billy Zane. And he's also, I didn't know this, he's the voice of Dobby, the house elf, in the Harry Potter movies, at least 2 of them.
Okay.
A character that I think most people hate.
Yeah.
To be honest, including maybe myself.
So you've watched all the Harry Potters with your kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't really think I like his character. And Toby Jones also in, I think, one of the saddest movies I've ever seen in my life, The Mist.
Ooh.
Remember that?
No.
Okay.
Is that a Stephen King?
Yeah. Thomas Jane. And just the saddest movie I've ever seen. I'll never watch it again. So this movie, ladies and gentlemen, was fucking bananas.
Yeah.
And
avant-garde, huh?
Right. Mm-hmm. If we want to be pretentious and all Judge Schmales about it, yeah. It was very Bye, Bushwood, you? If that could be a t-shirt.
Gambling is illegal, sir, and I never slice.
Yeah. So
damn. All right, you can owe me.
Turds.
All right, stop me at any time because I can go all night on this one.
Oh my God.
That's what she. No, never mind.
But it's a weird movie, and I got confused as to who was who as I was trying to put the cast list together here.
Yeah, you and to your defense, you can't watch this just one time and get it all. There's no way.
Well, I went next, and just forgive me and
But
correct me
well,
if I'm wrong.
That wasn't
But
that probably came out.
next build, Antonio Mancino as Santini. Had you seen him in anything?
So one of them, Santini is the director.
The
right?
director.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I didn't know him.
I hadn't seen him in anything.
But I do have a note. You hadn't seen him in anything?
What? Like his dick is huge?
No.
You've heard
No.
somewhere?
Shalon. No. Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh, yeah. He's the Italian newscaster.
But did you recognize him as that
No.
as such when you first saw
Oh,
him?
I did not at all. Nope.
Oh,
But
that hurts.
He's in a
'cause
movie.
You're so good at that. Was it late at night and were you very tired?
That's usually
That's
when I'm doing
the only
things.
time you watch
Yeah.
movies?
He's in a movie called Lords of Chaos, which is really interesting. I haven't seen it. I've seen the documentary it's based on, and it's about the Norwegian black metal scene and this very true murder that happened, and these like kids who were burning churches.
Norwegian?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's in that. He's and again the Italian newsreader in Fast and Furious. Then I have billed, and again, correct me if you disagree. Cosimo Fusco, and he plays Francesco.
yeah. So in reading his credits, because he was way, way younger when he
Of the
did it. But I
stashes in this
remember,
movie, he had the sweetest mustache.
I remember the scene. They said he was in Friends, and he was the Italian boyfriend of Rachel.
Holy shit!
And I remember this character distinctly because Ross, him and Rachel had the thing going on forever.
Yeah.
And this guy, this beautiful Italian guy with long hair, and didn't wear a shirt, walked around, and so Ross has to meet him, and he says, "How do you do?" And he says, "I do, Raquel." And and Ross got very angry.
Oh,
I remember that scene and then when I saw that, I'm like, they said that was him.
that's crazy.
That is. So you're talking like,
94,
early to mid 90s.
94 to 2000, he played Paolo.
Yeah. I do,
on
Raquel.
Friends. And it's one of his, I think it's his best known. He's best known for a movie called, and forgive me, and hopefully by now everybody knows
You're forgiven, my son.
I'm an ignorant, person from the Midwest.
With
I
with
don't,
high self-esteem.
I don't do accents very well or foreign languages very well. So he's best known for a movie called Venetia Frenia, which is a horror film, and it looks like a Sony distributed movie, and it looks rad.
Like Sony Classics.
It's something like that. It looks rad. He's best known for 30 Coins, which is an HBO show I've never heard of. Angels and Demons, and Friends. He was also notably in Gone in 60 Seconds, a movie I really like.
Yeah. But I don't know what character.
I don't know.
Was he the newsstand guy in the corner?
Yes, I think he was. I swear to God. I didn't write it down, but I think that's what it said. He may have just jogged a funky synapse. Now it gets a little dicey because I'm not sure who's who from this point forward. I'm going to say that sounds ignorant. It may be ignorant, but I am sorry. So
all dark-haired Italian girls look alike.
I did not say that, sir.
Yes, you did. Yes, he did. Italian girls.
They were intentionally trying to make me confused. This
and
filmmaker,
even the new one they hire later in the
Peter
end.
Strickland, I'm coming after you for this bullshit.
You did this to me.
But next build, Fatma Mohammed as Sylvia/Teresa.
Yes, Sylvia is her
Is the main-
character
is the
name,
one who
and
goes
she's
nuts.
playing Teresa.
And Teresa's the
voice
character.
of Teresa.
Okay, but
Teresa's
Sylvia's the one who does
Sylvia's
damage.
her name.
Does damage to people later in the film.
She does damage to the film.
Straight long hair. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the one that flirts with Gilderoy, or Gilderoy dreams that she's flirting with him.
Perfect. Had you seen her in anything before?
No, but there's a movie, and I didn't write down which one, but another thing where they take her and one of the other girls, and it's a very girl-on-girl erotic type movie because I watched the trailer and I'm like, holy crap! And it's done by Peter Strickland.
Okay. Well,
I should have wrote it. I didn't write the title down.
He's worked with these three ladies a few times, and so
Burgundy. It's called
the Duke of Burgundy.
The Duke of Burgundy. Yeah, look, it's You watch a trailer and you're like, okay,
So
what is this
her
rated?
And then Kyra Dana, who plays Elisa, and Eugenia Caruso, who plays Claudia/Monica/Screamer, are all in the Duke of Burgundy. But Fatima Mohammed, excuse me, is in notably, I thought you'd like this. I got a tickle out of it. She's in a 2021 film called Sabina, Tortured for Christ, The Nazi Years.
Wow. It wasn't done by Strickland, was it?
No, shoot. No, I can't confirm or deny that. But wow.
That is quite a title.
Wow. Yeah. And it was written and directed by Peter Strickland. Was he somebody that you were aware of, or any of the? Because this was obviously came cold to both of us, right?
Yeah. He was that. But again, a writer director, which we love.
We love.
Oh, hey, let's do it in harmony.
No.
We love.
No.
Oh, no.
You shouldn't do that.
Ryan doesn't want to play tonight, folks.
I'm shy.
I'm sorry.
No. I just,
I'm just not fucking doing it. Give me the Nick Cage.
Yeah. Check my rider. It's too early in the podcast for something like that. He is.
Where's my contract?
So he is somebody who he's done a few things. He early on wrote and directed a movie called Caitlin Varga in 2009. And I think it looks like something, maybe you would dig or maybe not. I don't know. Looks kind of like a horror type of woman in peril. I don't know. I don't know if it would be your thing. But
Women in Peril?
Yeah.
No, I don't ever watch those.
Hashtag not a creep. So in all
Rust
seriousness,
Creek.
it looks super cool. So kind of like a small horror film. Wrote and directed The Duke of Burgundy. He directed a Bjork documentary. I almost said Bork. He wrote and
Bjork?
Yeah, Bjork, as we say here in the Midwest.
What country? Is he Norway? Is that Norway?
Icelandic, I think.
What?
Finnish or Icelandic? Bjork is.
What is Iceland?
Yeah, I believe.
People actually live
I
there?
may be. Well, she thrives there. She got famous from being there. And he, most recently, Peter Strickland wrote and directed a 2022 film. 2022 film that looks amazing. I'm very excited. Called Flux Gourmet. Have you heard about this?
No.
It looks awesome. It stars Gwendolyn Christie of Game of Thrones, Brienne of Tarth, and lesser-known Star Wars fame.
Wait, Brienne.
Brianna.
Is that the big
Tall,
warrior
awesome
woman?
blonde? Yeah.
Okay.
Starring her, and it's like in the world of food, like culinary competitions or something. It looks super stylized like this.
She's the one that, the Kingslayer, like she had a thing, those two had like this underlying
Did
tension
you want to talk
going
about
on.
Game of Thrones?
Well, if we don't go sideways, then it's not our podcast. If we say straight linear,
Are you trying to get us into
Did they
sex
ever-
with the Kingslayer?
did they ever do it?
I
Those
don't
two?
know.
Shit.
No, they were naked in a hot tub to get. Yes, right? They did.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Like
Shit.
they did it one time and never saw each other again.
Maybe that's more because they I remember they're nude in a hot tub at one point. Remember, and she shows her bum, and that was a big deal for her.
Who's got
like to
who's
do a
got the
nude
better
scene, I
bum,
think.
her or Kingslayer?
I don't really remember. His is pretty tight.
Because he's
That
pretty
guy's got
fit. Yeah, he's.
No, I mean it may be a Tango and Cash situation. Stallone and Kurt Russell. It's just hard to say.
I know you would
bums.
pick Kurt Russell every time.
Maybe slightly.
No doubt.
So this was again something that I was super excited to go into.
Yeah.
No tagline, but as taglines
Well,
go,
I must interject, sir.
Oh,
You left out one character,
okay.
and we can't forget about Tonya with the most Greek last name that I cannot pronounce.
Was she the receptionist?
Saturlapabrapapo.
Ooh,
Elena,
please
the
don't
bitch.
don't write letters about it. About
Yeah.
that.
So in an interview, she says arrogant, but I wrote she's just quite
She's the receptionist, right?
Yeah, she's just quite the bitch to him.
Isn't she the little girl Bond hooks up? The girl Bond hooks up with. In,
You
Casino
are
Royale?
brilliant, sir. Yes, that is my notes. Skyfall, and her character.
Oh, she's in Skyfall.
And her character is Bond's lover.
Yeah.
So if you
Oh,
remember
yeah.
in Skyfall, after he dies, then there's some stuff goes on, and then they cut to
Yeah.
the scene where he slams against the wall, making out with her. Then they cut to him, the two of them in bed. She's caressing his chest, and he's looking off
Your
like he
handwork
could
is
care less.
mesmerizing me.
Yeah, but
He's
they
acting
can't
it
see
out, everybody, with his puppet hands.
You're killing the moment.
He's doing
I can't-
intercourse.
I can't-
He's doing hand intercourse.
I can't get. Oh,
69ing.
I picked up the pen,
69ing. Oh, it's like that.
and then he looks in the mirror, and she's in the background. And he just walks away. So she doesn't have a line. She's in it for 50 seconds, and doesn't have a line. But she's in, and this is the same year as this movie.
You're turning this into an erotic
Oh,
podcast.
she's a Greek
with your
goddess. Didn't you
description.
see her?
She's
Jesus.
very pretty lady.
Oh,
yes.
look at.
A little too much lipstick. And when
yes,
he
Todd. She's a very pretty lady.
when he steps up to her, it is pretty violent when he give me that phone, and he grabs that phone away from her.
Yeah, later in the movie.
But the
yeah.
tagline, if it's on the poster, I read it because it's kind of, I guess they count it as a tagline if it's on the poster, and it's a quote, a tense, teasing triumph, exquisitely crafted, Guy Lodge variety. So one of the reviews is on the poster. I could not find anything on the budget. Do you find anything on
No.
the okay? Opening weekend though, $6,605, and worldwide gross $312,000. So I'm sure it was made for a little bit more than that, but that's not, money's not what it's about, and I'm sure it's made more sense. I didn't find anything more about that. And another thing I was excited about, thing number 7, I guess at this point, 1 hour and 32 breezy minutes.
Yeah. Unlike this podcast.
Almost flew by. We're working on it,
Which will be
everybody.
2 hours and 37 minutes.
Almost flew by.
Really?
Yeah. Really.
Well, that's a good thing.
It was a super quick pace, and almost like, I wasn't in the mood for something terribly lengthy last night, to be honest. So,
but you had no choice.
but I was like, I could have taken some more. I could have seen, maybe a director's cut, something like that. So the movie premiered on the 28th of June, 2012, at the Edinburgh International Film Festival.
Wait. What date?
June 28th. Oh, your birthday?
Oh, my birthday.
Yeah. How about that?
And Walden did that. Thank you, Walden.
Where the Daily Telegraph described it as, quote, the standout movie, was presented at the London Fright Fest Film Festival in August of 2012. Peter Bradshaw of The Guardian has described the film as seriously weird and seriously good, and said that it marks Strickland's emergence as a, quote, key British filmmaker of his generation. That's pretty cool.
Well, that is quite the
and a
review.
whole bunch of awards. A lot of awards. British Independent Film Awards, Edinburgh Film International Film Fest. Oh my God. Scotland.
Scotland Yard.
A film fest in Scotland. Fangoria Chainsaw
You're
Awards.
playing both sides.
A bunch. And once again.
I'm like the heckler tonight. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Hey, security.
Farewell, shitheads. Was the last
I've been
time.
watching a lot of Bonds. I've watched all the Connerys except for the 83.
I just shamed myself by quoting Highlander 2. And this film made, I don't know if it won anything or was only nominated, the Catalonia International Film Fest shows up again.
Again.
Yep. So this obscure,
that is our
little Spanish.
That is our thing.
We'd support you. We'd like to be there. So if you want us to come do a show there,
we will do a live show at the Catalonia
100%.
Film Festival.
So this is a movie that I expected to be weird. And do you think that helps?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess based on my expectation.
If you spend too much time going, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What is this about? I'm so confused. But if you go in avant-garde, at least thinking that I think it helps.
And a lot of production companies, and I love when films, like in their credits, that's supported by the National Lottery. I should have looked up. Do you know what it is?
Well, you know how lottery money goes to the schools here.
It's like that.
That's
for
my
movies
guess.
in other countries, right?
It is
like New Zealand, you see that a lot.
Yeah, it's total speculation, but that
makes
would make
sense.
sense.
So
Yeah.
they pool monies in other countries to be able to dole out to
Yeah.
films, which
And,
I think is super cool.
Whatever they choose is worthy. Yeah.
Yeah. And right away, so again, you said expectations, sound.
Yeah.
And I'll say right now, I was not over or underwhelmed by the use of sound or any of it.
Yeah.
It was perfectly done because it could have been over the top. But it starts right away in the credits with the clicking.
Yeah.
And immediately I'm like, oh, this is super stylized.
Like
and
the
it's-
clicking of the tape going
Yeah,
through
oh,
the
yeah.
thing. Da, 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 yeah.
And then transitions in this goddamn movie. Oh my God. Like so cool. You just went like sexy.
Fuck.
Yeah, wow. The it was that blender one, wasn't it? The mouth to blender.
When you're
blender to mouth.
deprived from a podcast for 2 months, you tend to
Wow,
it
it's
tends to come out.
Oh, everybody's. We should charge extra for this one. They're getting a little,
Money
more.
pretty.
All spent. So
What are we doing?
I don't know.
Where's this going?
You're uncomfortable with it, aren't you?
Yeah. Well,
You know,
I started it.
My wristband does say "love is love."
Oh.
You know. So, I'm immediately. I guess if you're somebody who listens to the podcast and you like our assessment of stuff, and we don't always share what we think about it right off the top, I think you can know as little as you want about it, go into it, and probably have a fair time.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Even
I
if
can
you
see
don't, because
I can see people
I
like
love all this stuff ahead of time, and I was just delighted top to bottom. So
that's awesome.
you know,
Yeah, because it's not a linear like, beginning, middle, end film where, it's going to make sense. So those who look for that, you know, may not like it.
so he things I like about this. Can I ask you
You can.
what filmmaker or filmmakers did this remind you of?
Oh shit. I don't know. I mean, it was so. Well, this is cheating, but David Lynch was, referenced a lot, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I get that Lynch, and then there was another early Italian, 70s horror film guy that was referenced, but I just wasn't familiar with him.
You're leaning right into what it. So, a lot of people, and I was reading, said De Palma was listed as well. Like you said, and Lynch was listed as well. And a bunch of others. And the one person who wasn't listed, and the one who this movie reminded me of the most, was Stanley Kubrick.
Really?
This felt like
A Clockwork Orange?
for sure.
Okay.
But maybe with
like
that
that.
Italian flair.
Yeah.
But it's this
I
opening.
do recall.
This opening of the hallway in the Baron, it reminded me of funny, and maybe this is what got me in a comedy headspace in a weird way.
Yeah.
Joe versus the volcano.
So this is, I'm going to do it. I'm bringing it in. When she's walking down the hallway in the beginning there, and you just see the back of her legs with the line going down the stockings, right? The Greek girl.
Uh-huh.
To me, that was almost an homage to Monica Bellucci in the movie Irreversible, which is the big controversial movie where there's a big rape scene.
Well, I mean, I think
with her, but the way that was filmed and looked totally like that scene, except it was indoor in the footsteps, and I'm like, I thought it was an homage to that.
That could kind of be, I mean, kind of ubiquitously seen as like lady sexy, because you see it on a lot of movies. That you don't normally see the line down as much unless it's like a 40s film or something. But it's you see that kind of establishing shot, and it's kind of, again, stylized.
Yeah.
Style, which I loved. I was
so you
just
don't
in
think
the
it
mood
was an
for
homage to that Italian movie?
I didn't see anything. I just saw style.
Okay.
And I don't really maybe dwell on it that way because I was along for the ride. So my mind wasn't wandering at all.
You were locked in.
I was just, yeah. Which I'm not normally locked in, but I really didn't kind of think of it that way. But again, it's absurd right off the bat because you don't know, and I wasn't really kind of thinking about it right away. Like, you don't know what he's doing. He's walking down a hallway.
Yeah.
And he's getting on a phone, this orange phone, and he's having this conversation, but there's like screaming going on.
Yeah. In the background.
Behind him.
Yeah.
And I, for some reason, kind of forgot the whole movie thing.
Right.
And I'm like, what the fuck is happening
Who's
right
getting
now?
murdered in the background?
And again, I'm like, here we go. This is going to be great.
Buckle up.
And so, my mind caught up with, the rest of itself. And I was like, oh, dummy. This is probably, he's already there.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling like this movie's not going to waste any time. Because it almost you could see its detriment. I was a little confused and I had to do a lot of catch up along the way.
Yeah.
So we find that he's a sound and Foley and mix man of some renown from the UK.
Yeah, documentary.
And you find that out kind of later.
Really boring, stuff.
But he's of some renown and he is on a job. He's been flown to, or we suspect, to Italy.
He's trying to get reimbursed for the flight.
And this is really the summation, and that's what it should have been, the summary of the film, which is like one man's attempt to get reimbursed for his flight. Like corporate America is so fucking bogged down.
Madness.
What it does, like expense reports, it matters. Timeliness fucking matters.
Yeah. And
that's the moral of this film.
And this producer does not want to pay.
That's right.
Not at all.
It questions whether even the flight happened.
You should do it for the art.
So how did he get there? This movie's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
And so
the opening credits is actually not credits, it's actually the movie that they're doing, the Equestrian Vortex.
How did you find that out?
I watched it 5 times.
Where in the movie do you know or do you hear?
It says it in Italian, and then the subtitle underneath says the Equestrian Vortex.
Here's a dilemma. And folks who listen, who are like me,
don't put on the subtitle.
So this movie is, there are parts in Italian that are subtitled.
Yeah, part of the film.
And I watch movies with subtitles. So when you watch movies with subtitles, when there's a foreign language, it just says speaking foreign language or something like that.
And it covers up what they're actually saying, so you can't see it.
So I
wanted you to play this one louder. I was hoping you would be like in the other room or whatever, where you could hear all the analog sounds better. Because I know you watch it with subtitles late. Yeah. And you don't want to wake anybody up.
I couldn't because Jess was with me on this ride for a little bit. It was all just the ambient screaming that made me like, because I don't remember if I told her it was my movie or yours, but I can imagine her just like hearing screaming of women being like, Todd's pick.
Why? No, it's not.
Yeah, but she would have watched the movie, seen Toby Jones, and been like, "Oh, your pick, okay." So it doesn't matter, but yes, the way the credits and everything moved, and as the actual credits started, did that remind you of anything? Because something popped out at me immediately.
Zombievers?
Well, no,
because it had that music kind of like the Scooby Doo.
It did, but it reminded me of like Sergio Leone films.
Oh yeah, meets
like
the way
Rob
it was
Zombie.
flashed. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Italian, and I was like, oh man, they're hitting all my buttons. Like this is, and again, it looked like mixed with like pulpy Rob Zombie footage with the flashing. It was just missing the gunshots. Yeah, but it had the clicking.
Yeah.
And so,
that's
I am just
totally
like full mast, like
as he gestures with his fist going into the upright position.
Be sharing too much, but due to my work schedule and things like this, I have to watch a lot of these movies late and things of that nature, and I have to eat late. So how I watched this movie, as I've watched many of our movies, is in the bedroom and on our dresser. It's a tall dresser. I have my dinner. And the movie on.
What was dinner?
And I'm standing.
So you have dinner and a movie.
Well, yes, it's dinner and a movie.
Late at night.
And
what was your dinner with this one?
It was a sausage pasta dish, like a ground pasta or ground sausage and pasta.
So it wasn't restaurant, like
no.
Drive-through stuff. It was made
by my wife.
My wife
is better to me than I ever deserve. I always say, and I always know. And So that's how I was watching the movie, and so I was standing, and I stood the whole time.
Yeah. Well, it helps.
I really did.
Otherwise, you'd fall asleep
No, that's not where I was.
because you're so tired.
Yeah, typically yes, that's characteristically me. But I was just kind of when I finished dinner, I did engage in another snack, a little bit through, but I didn't have that much to go. It was a breezy, hour 32.
Yeah.
And so I stood the whole time, and so I turned the subtitles off, and I had to listen better than I normally do.
When you realize it was covering up all the stuff.
Yeah.
So I did find a neat little tidbit. So, the Equestrian Vortex is the actual movie that they're doing the sound Foley to and mixing. So the Italian title for that, or some other European unique title, Produce Abuse.
Produce
Abuse. Are you with me?
That's quite bizarre.
Does that fit?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I made that up. I was trying to. This was a funny moment, ladies and gentlemen. And Ryan's lost. I lost him.
I was distracted for a brief second. I did have to look away.
Because of all this, I thought it just struck me as produce abuse.
Yeah.
From which we're going to get into as we go along. So I thought that would be a funny.
I'm not a fan of vegetables.
Yeah. Well, neither are
doubly
they.
Not a fan of vegetables after watching this movie because, oh my God.
No, you would love to do this because you get to attack every vegetable ever made.
No.
Ever
It's
grown.
just the lingering shots of them in a pile somewhere.
Oh, the garbage pile
whatever
of produce
that is.
rotting?
Symbolism. We'll get into symbolism, I suppose. But what's really interesting about this is already it's a bizarre world. So now I feel like we are, and again, I'm along for the ride.
Right.
And I feel like we are in this, play. I still didn't know it was the 70s place. This is where they're recording the things. He's just arrived for his job. And what I think is interesting is he meets Francesco, right? Francesco,
the producer.
and who he's upset isn't Santini, who we find out is the director.
He thinks he is.
Francesco meets him and says, "This way, Gilderoy." So we know he's Gilderoy, and he's like, "Do not be afraid."
Yeah.
And that should be the last of the bad Italian either of us does. But he says, "Do not be afraid." And that line kind of stuck out to me. I'm like, why did he say, "Do not be afraid"?
I think it's kind of foreshadowing or setting
Just
up.
like maybe he's intimidated because later he says like, "Oh, his studio is a garden shed."
Well, they know, then they know what his work is.
And they have like beef the whole time. Francesco and Gilderoy, it's like,
well, Gilderoy, he's being just bullied.
Francesco, I feel like is pissed that Gilderoy's there, like he got replaced or something.
And he's just bullying him the whole time.
So
because he's so timid.
And this is after, in a main theme of this movie, Gilderoy, and his receipt for his flight.
Yeah.
That he very well took, at least as far as he's told us, from the UK to Italy.
Correct.
Okay.
And she says,
just remember,
not my department.
And nobody cares. And so he's telling Francesco about this, and we'll get your receipts handled. And then he sits him down in the theater.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What's this?" And he says, "Your brief." So was he showing him just like a sizzle reel of the film?
I guess.
Because that's when he says, "I don't normally do movies like this."
Right. Then that thing about the horse comes up. He's like, "Oh yeah, he said it was some equestrian thing. He said, she was right. She's just not riding the horse anymore.
Yeah.
Now they're, ripping her hair out one by one or whatever.
Oh my God, the hair. Okay, so that I guess makes sense. So he's this, and they get into this respect thing. Respect's a big theme, especially with Francesco. But he is of some note, and he's there, and it's a big deal that he's there. Okay, cool. So I'm sure, like normal movie productions, you don't see the director all the time, every day, even on your first day. So he's kind of getting into the just the hang of things
Yeah.
and getting used to
Yeah.
a bigger space.
What
But
the
he's just
film is,
he's
the
getting to
equipment.
work,
Yeah.
which again I loved.
He's getting
And
settled in.
so I have many questions for you.
Oh, no.
Master. Master Berbian.
Master what?
You're a Master Berbian.
Master-
Ooh, you were Master Berbian last night?
Master.
Ew.
I'm trying not to say the word.
It's fine. I was trying to walk you into it, but you didn't do it.
Master.
The person who's seen this movie multiple times is
Multiple
so,
MIGs.
I'm going to be honest with you. Multiple MIGs in the background. The old guy who's just so pissed at Gilderoy the whole time.
Oh, yeah, because he pulled it. He switched his chords.
I'm going to be honest. I thought at first it was Martin Balsam.
Giovanni.
I
I think that's his name.
I thought maybe it was a number of infamous older actors who may be dead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You were trying to figure out.
I thought it was, at first I thought it was Martin Balsam.
It's the guy from Killer Mermaids.
What? Oh, no. No.
He's not Italian. Is he Spanish?
No, Franco Nero.
Yeah.
No, but I'm like, so and there's this just guy in the background who's just so pissed
Yeah.
at Gilderoy because, yeah, I guess admittedly he
Maybe
does.
he normally does it or something, you know.
So that's my note.
They
I'm
call
like, is that
him in.
Martin Balsam? Is Martin Balsam dead? So I haven't looked up. And, they set up the world super cool. And you slowly kind of can tell that it's the 70s, maybe just slowly
Yeah.
for me. But I love when they, and they do this a lot in avant-garde movies, where it's just shots of shit. Just for no reason,
Well,
maybe to break things up, to establish.
I love the realism of all the equipment, and how they did
Yeah.
the sounds of it all, and because
Yep.
it's all analog and the
Yeah.
clicking of the dials, the typewriter in the beginning. She's typing away, and I'm like, Ryan is just gonna love all
Yeah.
these sounds.
And then visually, the boards. I love how the film is on a board mapped out
yeah,
from an audio capacity
and
each
color
scene,
coded.
yeah.
Yeah.
And again, they go back. I mean, this episode should be called Silencio, because what was all that breaking up the movie more and more towards the end? But
Oh yeah, very good. Which is the sign that would light up whenever they were recording.
All right.
Yeah, Scooby
Yes,
Snack.
Master. Thank you.
Ruh-roh, Shaggy.
Yeah. But, all the plans and, so you have a dynamic. You've got Francesco, who is maybe not the producer of the film,
Yeah.
because
He is the producer, and
producer.
Santini's the director.
Santini is the director. And then you slowly start to meet the talent, these voice actors who are just, doing so much.
Yeah.
And then who the fuck is, I just called him the party guy.
Yeah.
Who's the,
He's a nephew of a famous director or something,
Oh,
or
really?
son of a director is what I think they said. So I don't think it's Santini's son, but he just shows up with booze and food, and then he's
Yeah.
trying to
like
take
a
one
party,
of the girls home.
Parties break out
Yeah.
like from every corner.
He just comes
Like,
flying
"Hooray,
in
here's
like,
a party."
hey.
And I think Sylvia even says it later, like, just go with it. Do whatever party you want in your head.
Yeah.
This kind of stuff happens all the time around here, just like blackouts, which again, I think is really, really super fun. And so, the guy with the chocolate, and Gilderoy's just trying to get his goddamn reimbursement,
Yeah.
figure out what his thing is. He's the head of mixes. And what I noted about the mix of Italian and English in this, and I really liked it. And Italian, again, known as the Romance language and a very sensual language, right? But I think that a lot of Italian can sound like asshole-ish real easy.
Pretentious.
Yeah,
kinda,
and they're not trying to, but it's like, wow, they can put some stank on it real easy. I mean, just inadvertently, just can sound. And he mentions like he's strapped for cash, like he needs this. He needs this.
Well,
this
it's
receipt
by
paid.
example, by what he's, by his actions.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Because he keeps trying to get this reimbursement.
yeah. And so we were setting up the world. You have the girls in the booth. They're kind of trash talking things, and oh, we can hear you. So that was kind of a funny moment. The girls are.
Yeah,
Just,
when he tells
they
them,
just
film,
work you to
we
death.
could discuss your film theory off the clock kind of thing.
Yeah. So again,
'Cause they're
taking
like,
no
this stupid
shit.
film.
Got this guy, and it is funny because every time, what? Again, it was funny. Every time that little narrator guy had to describe the scene that
Yeah.
they're acting, like a girl being mauled by a chainsaw. She's running through the woods barefoot, save no hope on her mind. Whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Now I'll start screaming.
And that was funny to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this movie was. Maybe throw comedy in there at the beginning. But so there's one of the other really awesome transitions I thought was a transition from, I forget what it was, into the tape recorder, the reel in his room. So I ask you,
Yeah.
where the hell is he staying?
It's very confusing. So it's just some little like side apartment bedroom off of the studio is what it appears to be.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I feel better now.
Because there's a studio and then there's a film room where they have the big screen and all that. And then they've got like the recording
yeah.
mixing
Because it feels like there's a
studio.
couple of times with people at the door and he's
Yeah,
like
and
in
they
his
just
jammies.
they just stick them in this
with a little
bed.
tub of peanut butter like, hello,
Yeah.
help me.
Doorbell ringing.
Okay. So I and another cool component is like the cataloged sounds that he's going through, and what it takes to make things happen in this world. I love the story, and I've said it before about the blaster sound in Star Wars and the guy just hitting a wrench against that big tension wire, and that's just such a cool, thing. And it's just people out in the wild, and you see those elements in
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. And it's funny when you see what it actually is,
Yeah.
that makes that sound like stabbing the knife into the cabbage,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
kind
mashing,
of mashing watermelon.
mashing watermelon, slamming things down.
Yeah, that would have been that comedian's.
Gallagher would have been
Gallagher's-
all over this. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ding dang do. I don't know.
He's
kinda sounded
well
like that.
trained for that.
Yes. Well, I liked, again, the establishment of the world. And then we get to him, reading a letter from his mom and the chip chumps. What are chip chirps? Chappa chappas.
Some type of bird.
Talking about birds and
Yeah,
stuff.
happy bird. Yeah, and he's reading
These
the
are
letter
very, like-
to come back from the visual horror that he's been witnessing in this film because
Yeah.
this is completely out of his world. So, he's in his bedroom and he's just pulling out a letter from his mom, and he clearly
Oh,
lives
Mom,
with
yeah.
his mom.
Yep.
And, because she says
Is that perpetuating a terrible, like, British guy stereotype? Because I feel like a lot of British guys,
live with the mom.
like aging British guys, live with their moms.
I think a lot of Americans do too.
I don't want to start static, but I think that's all true.
Behave.
It's,
You want to get some.
now we're just
You want
gonna
to get some hash
stick it
throwing
to
going
him with
out
some
there.
bad Austin
Yeah.
Powers accents. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Who does number 2 work for?
That's it.
That
Give
one's-
it.
you don't
Show
have
him
to-
who's boss.
You don't have to work that hard for that one. Sorry.
Spy Who Shagged Me.
Sorry. I mean, and wasn't this a UK filmed film? Wasn't
I
this
believe
filmed in
so.
the UK?
Yeah.
Which I thought was very interesting as well. Well, again, knowing where he's staying, he has this, thing about his mom, and now we start to see how hard this work is because, they're talking about like the one girl, she wants to have a humble opinion, and she's like, "Do you think there's too much screaming in this?"
Oh yeah. When
She dared to have an opinion.
Yeah.
And it was hard.
And
That's
the
hard to
producer
watch.
just bullies everybody.
Yeah,
and he's like,
everybody.
I don't. I pay you to do a job.
Yeah.
I don't pay you to think or
And
whatever.
I was calling him Candy Party Guy. That guy's a perv. Everybody's just a perv.
The director.
And the director, very much so, we find later.
Yeah.
But, it's just like these women are overworked, and it makes you just sad then for watching these movies if any of this stuff is true. But, she just asked for a glass of water at some point because, and they, again, all the actresses do such an amazing job at like getting hoarse in the middle of a word or the cough or.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's just doing these blood curdling screams
Yeah.
and it was hurting her throat.
And,
Clearly.
So she asked for water, and the producer's like, "Hey, somebody get a glass of water for this diva."
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like you do that, asshole.
Yeah, and then, it's not good enough, and he says, "I want to feel the fear." And this is after a guy's like, "All right, a madman
Yeah.
with no pants and a bear mask is chasing you through the woods. He is screaming, 'I'm a willy ween wiener.'" Okay.
Yeah. What's the I wanted to do Creep. What's the Peaches?
Peach Fuzz. Yeah,
Peach
I mean, that
Fuzz.
could be their motivation. But this is another amazing, amazing transition from her doing that final scream into Gilderoy blending
Yeah.
something red, whatever it was in that blender.
Yeah. Tomato juice or
That
whatever.
was
And then it
fucking amazing.
just sprays all over it. So
Oh yeah,
insinuating, he's actually starting to become affected by the film in his real life, life imitating art, as
Do you
the
think
description
it's that
said.
early, or were
Yeah.
they just going like,
Yeah,
oh,
because
he's a little clumsy?
He's so affected by that. And, he had to read the letter from his mom and listen to the recording of his mom's footsteps and stuff
and this is a
to
movie
bring him back home.
that, by the way, brilliantly, you never see.
No.
You
just
never
hear.
see one iota
Yeah.
of what he is watching.
Hence the title,
But his
Sound.
his reaction to it and everybody's is so bizarre, and that's where the Kubrick thing comes in. It just had this crazy element of that to me, which I really, really loved. And then he's in his little home, and they kind of he picks up this spider, which was that a metaphor or anything? I may not have been
It's a
smart
through
enough
line, but I didn't.
He picks
I
up
don't know
this,
why. I didn't get the spider.
and he picks it up. Okay, so it clearly may be important. If you know,
I
little
know.
independent podcast at gmail.com is always a place that you can, send us the old, hey, idiots, spider meant this.
Oh, you know what it means?
Because if you're mean, we'll hear it in our
It's
voices.
an homage to
in our heads like
episode
that.
3.
Oh, that could be.
That's what it is.
Oh,
They're
this movie?
fans.
This
The
guy
spiders.
made this movie
It-
after hearing our
it-
episode 3, Most Beautiful
Well,
Hour.
in a metaverse,
Also available where you hear all your podcasts.
episode 3 has
we were super
spiders
green.
as well.
Yeah. And so one of my favorite scenes in this movie, and it's not my clip, but there's organ music going on behind the thing, and it is chaotic. And the movie again kind of grips you by the wiener,
Vienna
Sorry.
sausage.
And it doesn't let go. And maybe what I mean is like makes you uncomfortable, I guess.
Like
And it
kung
stares
fu-
you in the
like
eyes
kung
while
fu
it does
grip
it.
on your G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
So here's what I took my guess for your clip. Are you ready? Because this is where it comes in. Crazy witch voice, witch's revenge, or the goblin. That was my choice of what you did for your clip. So I'm going to leave that hanging in the air, and then when you play your clip, we'll know if I was anywhere near.
All right, that's fun. That is fun. Always. Well, the witch scene, they say somebody special is here. And I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
And it must be some, kind of renowned character actress. And what this woman does.
Yeah.
You
her
need to
voice.
see this
With
movie.
her voice.
And her face.
Yeah.
Eyeballs be bugging.
Well, the editing and the filming of that was pretty awesome.
That was...
When they did that close up on her eye and like the red veins are bulging. Yeah.
Had I had the wrong strain in me last night, I may have not made it past this scene.
You'd have
I
went
may
running
have
out
had
of
to
the
call
house
you,
screaming.
say it like, hey, Todd, it's not happening tomorrow. Because I'm not getting past this fucking witch.
Those fucking eyeballs.
That thing was out of control.
Yeah.
And again, what she did...
It's not your clip.
No, it's not my clip.
Oh, swing and a miss.
I'm going to tell you, you're wrong on both accounts. And I considered both of them distinctly. Then I found it way too hard to pick between the two. And
So you considered that.
first. But I had...
Ladies and gentlemen, don't I get credit for that, ladies and gentlemen?
I think so. You can vote in on that. I honestly had a real hard time with the clip on this one because there was a lot of really good stuff.
Yeah.
So I
had a hard
time.
acting is really good.
And I'm sure I'll have left somebody out at some point. But so that thing was so crazy. And then we meet Santini, which, holy shit, if you didn't know it was the 70s up to this point, this guy's fucking lapel.
Right.
His collar is going, hello.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 like a wah.
Two
They've got like two
wild
wah
and crazy
pedals on
guys.
his fucking lapels. Christ, that outfit, I took a picture. I am going as that for Halloween
Yeah.
this year. If
Yeah.
I could find that neckerchief, God, this guy,
Czechoslovakian swingers.
sensational. I mean, shit. And so it's like a typical director intro. He says, "Oh, hi, quick little that." And he's checking in with Gilderoy. "Oh, you're Gilderoy." And I really liked how this director, did his flaky director thing. And just checking in, just checking in. I assume it's like that. But he's asking, "How are things?"
Yeah.
"Oh, it's good." And this is where Francesco gives Gilderoy a shot in the nuts, and he's like, "Oh, he just comes from a shed." And "Oh yeah, our soundstage is amazing."
Yeah.
And then he says, "I've never really worked on a horror film before."
Right. Oh boy.
And it was almost like they had a record scratched. It would have been fine because the ladies who are playing with the dog,
Yeah. Everything stops.
like they're like, "Hmm."
Yeah.
And the dog who ruins the take, by the way. So and I'm like, holy shit, what's going to happen now? And his little monologue is really, really great.
Yeah. It's not a horror film. It's a Santini film.
Yeah. There are horror elements of it, but it's a Santini film.
Yeah.
Do not call it my film a horror film.
Yeah.
And this is maybe one of the first of 9 to 10. I don't know if Toby Jones is a genius. He did this on purpose. Did you notice the amount of mouth bubbles this man makes in this film?
No.
You know what you got too much saliva, right? And you open your mouth to say something and
It
bubble.
sticks together.
You've seen that, right? It's happened to you, maybe.
He is a very just the character actor, being that character.
So do you think that was intentional?
Yeah.
Okay. But in 5 to 19 times seeing it, you never noticed the excessive amounts of times he has a mouth
There was
bubble?
one time, I don't remember seeing bubbles, but there was one time I saw
light
where the
reflected
lips,
off one of one. Which made me think it was lit. Post-production. Okay. This may be the biggest takeaway from this podcast, but if this guy was doing custom mouth bubbles, and they seem to only happen when he was nervous.
I think he did it himself.
Holy
I think that was
okay.
his saliva.
Well, if he was
that
here,
was Toby's
I
saliva,
would
not fake saliva.
Shit.
Let us know, folks. That worked on the film.
That could be #SalivaGate or something. I don't know what's
Saliva
happening.
Gate. I like it.
So at this point, they're doing the melons and smashing melons, and you're assuming it's for heads. And he does say this one's a little wet or something. Can you get a fresher rind?
Yeah.
So they're
That
getting
was where
that
the body hits
myopic.
the
They're
ground.
I can hear,
Yeah.
maybe get a fresher one.
Yeah, they threw a witch out the window or something, and when it hit the
Oh my God.
cobblestone.
And I'm like, this is so fucking fascinating. I could watch 3 hours of them doing that.
And we could say their names over and over again. Massimo.
So
Massimo,
this is where some of the
who are real Foley guys.
Oh, are they really?
I think so.
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure I heard that or saw that in an interview or something.
I forgot their first scene. I
Massimo,
forgot there was
Massimo.
2 of them.
Yeah.
Because when the one showed up later over the steaming pan,
Yeah.
I was like, who is Fat Anthony Bourdain? Where did he come from? And what is this weirdo doing right here?
Yeah.
And I forgot he was in the earlier. I did not see that guy the whole movie until then.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
In the drowning scene, he's there.
He's
just
blowing the
blended.
bubbles, and the other guy's doing the.
Oh yeah, maybe
cabbage
that
in the
was
water.
around that time. So maybe
That's towards the
I
end.
had clocked him, but fuck, I did not. I forgot about that whole guy. So I'm realizing there's only 2 girls doing all these parts, and he's just doing the work. And now we have the start, I think, of the thriller aspect because Sylvia comes in while Gilderoy's doing some work, and this
Yeah.
is when we have what I've called knob play.
The meat. Oh, I see what you did there.
Because there's a little nipple tweaking going on with the knob play. But he's he's at a small kind of deck doing some.
She's enthralled. I didn't know you could do that with my singing. So she does a background. What do you call it? Not singing, but just harmonizing a line.
Yeah. Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
that was
you know,
cool.
and then he's putting echo on it, and she's like, I didn't know you could do that with my voice. And then, can I try? And then the knob play. The knob play hashtag.
So
knob
I'm like,
play.
is she seducing him?
Yeah, in his mind.
And this is where the events of the film make you question everything.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so if that's the I am going at this from, no, it's all real. She's seducing him because she does start to goad him a little bit.
He's the only nice guy she's probably ever met in this industry.
And he is timid, and that's, one of the things she says to him about the receipt. You need to stand up for yourself, which he does. But she starts to try to prompt him. Like, why do you think you're here? You seem to not be having fun.
Yeah.
Just think about the kind of films you make.
Yeah. Why do you think they invited you to work on this film?
I'm going to tell you what I thought along the way.
Yeah.
And how dumb I am is probably going to really astound everybody. But I didn't know what was going on. So I'm going to tell you as I wrote down what I thought happened.
Do it.
Oh, no, we're not necessarily there yet. But, okay. So, what kind of films do you do? And this is, it got me thinking. I'm like, oh, okay, is there something more here? This could be, they're making a snuff. I thought like, oh, it's real. This is a real murder documentary.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of murder going on.
I didn't pick up that he did documentaries, so I didn't know that
the first time either.
But so she, is chased out of the room by Francesco.
And the fear, do you see?
Yeah, she looked legitimately afraid.
When he walks in the room, and then she just gets the hell out of there.
Yeah.
And then he gives the beautiful line.
And immediately he is like trying to debunk her. Already he's on the offensive.
Yep. He gives that beautiful line.
Yeah, go ahead. You tell you say it, brother.
Wait. Oh, yeah. He says, be careful of that girl or watch out for that girl. There's poison in those tits.
Yeah, poison in those tits of hers.
So what does that mean? He's going to extract poison from her breastages?
I don't know. I mean, I assumed it was derogatory because it's really fucking terrible to say it about somebody. So, but I didn't really linger on maybe the symbolism, And then I wrote, what is he eating?
Oh. What is he during at that time?
Is he eating something? I
don't have that.
Okay. I every once in a while I just digress and I write something down.
Well, he might have been munching on. There was lots of available produce.
Yeah, and maybe
he
that's what it was.
Munching on a stick of celery or something.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. So he does seem to be eating because again, the food seems to be a central theme.
You talking about Gilderoy or the producer?
Well, everybody really.
Okay,
just eating.
Well, Party Boy's going to show up at any moment with
just
drinks.
Never know.
And, a full on Italian
party in a pocket. I've also noted that whispered Italian, because there's a lot of Italian. Whispered Italian can either be the most terrifying or the most comforting thing I've ever heard. Oh, whispered Italian. Think about how terrifying it is.
Either that's both ends of the spectrum.
I mean,
so you know what? You're doing that.
I don't know if
ASMR stuff. Is that what you?
Well,
we're turning that into this.
But
it's a fetish podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
It's
do it again, Ryan. Do it again.
It's happening.
Come on, I need some more.
That's not the niche we're going. Well, I mean, if there's money in it, I guess we're going for it.
ASMR sells.
Oh well. And so what I'm trying to suss out right now is this is when we get another it fades to black a bunch in the movie and it says Silenzio, like the recording or like a neon sign. And again, weird. I don't know what it's for. I don't mind it. Sometimes I like weird to be weird, and this is why I'm getting those Kubrickian vibes.
Yeah.
But I wondered if is this just because, we'll get to it. This is the descent into madness of a human being. So is this the increasingly
it's progressive,
downward
yeah,
steps?
It's progressive all the way up to him actually torturing a woman.
Yeah. And so that's how the film keeps kind of progressing. And he does still seem grounded until one part in the movie, and it takes a turn, and you're like, okay, we're in Wonderland now.
Well, yeah, and think about sitting down and writing the script. That's bananas.
Yeah.
Coming up with all this.
Right.
So that, hats off, man.
Well,
it's brilliant.
What I loved is, so I'm trying to figure out what movie they're making, and so is it a Salem witch trial movie?
not necessarily Salem, it's in Europe, but it's definitely because when we get to the hair pulling scenes, it does say that this was done by a priest. So it's like all the tortures that
this is the vibe I'm getting this is something like that.
This is medieval
That's what it is. Okay.
torture of witches, like, yeah.
Okay. Because, I just wondering, what the veggie budget is on a movie like this. Like,
Yeah.
how much produce are they getting? Are they having to get to supply for all these broken limbs and crushed heads?
Again, the title, Produce Abuse.
Francesco shows up. He shows up in just a turtleneck that just to die for. Another party appears, and I love the scene.
Is this where the lights go out?
The lights go out, and they're just ready for a party. And
they light candles.
Yeah, it's just this weird.
And Gilderoy's like, "What's happening?" So what they do is they shut the power grid off to save money, just at random.
Oh, okay.
Like they do, like you have an interrupter for your, like in the big cities for your air conditioning,
right?
And just for so much time, and I guess it saves a ton of money.
Yeah.
So that's what I took it that this meant. And then of course the Italians just is like, "Oh, out come the candles," and we start partying, and then immediately after the lights go black, you hear one of the women say, "Get off me!"
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because whichever one it was, probably the nephew there or the son or whatever.
Well,
was getting a little touchy feely immediately.
I like the scene where they were talking about his forte, and Francesco's like, "Everything's your forte," and Gilderoy just starts showing off, and he show him how to make the UFO with the light bulb.
Yeah.
And he's doing these like tricks, and can you do this? Can you do that? And can you do bats?
Yeah, he doesn't speak English, and he asks, what's her name? To do the one who plays Teresa.
Well, there's a few. Sylvia, Elisa.
Sylvia, thank you.
Yeah.
He asked Sylvia to translate, "Do you do bats?" And I'm like, "Do you do bats? What the hell is that?"
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, and then he pulls out a head of cabbage. And he's gonna do it. I'm like, oh, and then the lights came back on, and they never did it.
They
never know.
So like, I wrote the same thing. What?
I'm like, how do you do bats with a head of cabbage?
I wrote our lettuce bats.
Yeah,
and this guy equals party, meaning like, what a great guy to know. Yeah. How much fun would that be?
Well, his life is just showing up and bringing alcohol and groping women.
Yeah, that is true. And I think it's interesting that, like things start to progress where, I don't think it's getting mad yet. Like you have the director and and Sylvia have this spat, and you start to tee this up. And it turns out that the director later, confesses to having kind of molested this girl or been inappropriate with her, and tries to laugh it off like, "Oh, I just tweaked her, or I tickled her." But this dude's a seriously fucking shitty dude. Yeah. Like a lech and a half. And
yeah, because they do show one scene where he's like making out with some girl pulling up her skirt, and we don't even know who this girl is or where she came from. Like, it's not even any part of the movie.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's a little Weinsteinian.
Exactly. There's topic. that we're relevant.
Left turn, Clyde. Back to Clint Eastwood.
And, again, I love that Francesco just is really upset with him. And he meets Santini really for the first time. And he has that bit about, needing the maybe an upgrade in this thing. And he's like, you should show a little bit more respect, know. So,
the producer's always bullying him and turning it around to make, to be like in charge, to be, squashing any type of
exactly
pay where he has to pay anything,
and all the sounds, like you have the scene when he's listening to more sounds. The spider comes back again. And it's like, that's where I'm like, well,
they keep cutting back and forth from the studio to the apartment, and they are hard cuts. You just don't even realize you're in there. And then increasingly, he's having more and more dreams with the girl, and and turning more of this film into his mentally breakdown reality type thing.
And Francesco in a lot of these scenes just shows up in an angle. You ever realize that? He just saddles up. Just disparaging or whatever, and just saddles back. And I'm like, that was funny to me too, to be honest.
Saddle up, do a beat down. And,
Now we have another performance, and this was hilarious to me as well, because we have another voice actor come in, do one of the most bizarre goddamn things I've ever seen on a TV screen.
Yeah, and who introduces him? Our Greek goddess. He's at her desk trying to get money again out of Luigi. And
I think she is your Greek goddess. I think she's terrible to Gilderoy. She is uncaring.
Yeah. So
corporate America.
In my defense,
cold as ice.
I agree. I wrote bitch down, but in my defense, I watched an short interview that she was in, and she was just the sweetest, politest thing. And she said it was a tough role for her to play, and she used the word arrogant. And she's just a complete bitch in this.
That is true. She does look like she'd be a sweetheart. But the rotten veggie pile keeps showing up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are they making soup?
And you had issues. You had nightmares.
It's gross.
Could you smell that? Could you smell that pile?
Yes, I could. But we have this new voice actor who shows up, and the person announcing the scene announces him as a dangerously aroused goblin.
Yeah, he's attacking it's almost like I think it's nuns, but like a sorority.
The dangerously aroused goblin. A dangerously aroused goblin?
And he's trying to attack one of the girls.
That's not the t-shirt. I don't know what is.
Yeah, I
haven't checked to see if it is a
I
shirt
realize
yet.
now you were setting me up for that. And
Holy
that
fuck.
slam, yeah, okay.
Oh my God.
Dangerously aroused goblins.
Yes, and this guy
and we wear it proudly around town.
This guy does, I don't know what the fuck he
does.
does.
That's the sequel.
Dangerously aroused goblins.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yes, I guess.
Yeah. How about a band name?
That's a perfect band. I haven't looked to see if this is a thing or not. But now we got this like theme of the letters. He's seeing another letter from his mom, and it's oddly specific. And now we get like he's doing more work, and the pot of steam comes up. And is this when the movie turns from like day to night? Is it that pot of steam where he puts the headphones on and you hear womp?
Yeah, this is where he's doing the sizzle, the burning.
Yeah,
in the pot, and he can't do it
exactly.
And this is
where he's missing the timing.
And he says, "I can't do this type of stuff." And this is where he wants to leave the film. He says maybe it's best I go home.
Okay,
that's where he went because he's hit the wall. He's all this torture. Now they're doing these burning scenes, and I don't know if it was the burning because earlier they talked about they were doing the screams to the women being a red hot poker shoved, up between their legs there.
Oh yeah.
And so I don't know if that's the burning he was doing that too. And he's just like, okay, I can't do this. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what it feels like, or you need to emulate what it's like to have a red hot poker shoved up your vagina?
She's like, I didn't know how intense you wanted it. And he says, well, it's pretty intense when.
So afterwards, the director wants to have a talk with Gilderoy, and this is my clip actually. Is the director talking to Gilderoy because he did, the character and the actor did a 180 because he was just such a weirdo and such a just flaky.
Yeah.
And then he has this kind of interesting little tidbit to say to Gilderoy.
What's going on? Just another scene with Veronica. Can I use her imagination? Speaking of scenes, I was going to ask you about the film.
Oh, no.
What do you mean? Like, just to know a bit about what.
Screwed up the podcast.
That was a different scene.
Screwed up the podcast. Yeah.
He didn't screw up the podcast.
Yeah.
Play it.
Yeah. Anyway, I should have played this a while ago. This is where the director tells him not to call his film a horror film.
Yeah. That was his first meeting with Santini.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
We did talk about it. Go ahead and play
human, whatever. Here we go.
We want to hear it. We want to hear it. Go, Ryan, go.
Yeah, here we go.
Go, Ryan, go.
Santini's it's okay, Francesco. This is a very specific vision. But you must help me, Gilderoy. It's something I want you to respect. It's not that. It's just I've never worked on a horror film before. Horror film? This is not horror film. This is not horror film. This is a Santini film. True. Santini film is violence, I know. Ma questa è la vita. This is the life. This is part of the human condition. Please, please, Gilderoy. Don't call my film horror again. Slip of the tongue. Don't worry, it's okay.
Nice. So what comes to mind
What
was
a dummy. Oh my God.
I heard Helen Mirren going arrogance when in the 100-Foot Journey
Oh, yeah.
when she's
Yeah.
the Bastille Day chef.
Yeah.
and arrogance.
Well,
What's required for a chef?
that other scene I was referencing because I was really impressed with it
Yeah,
was when the director says, "Are you trying to escape?"
yeah.
Like what?
Like Gilderoy's
God.
backs
Something's
down
wrong.
and is like, "No, it's
Yeah.
just a misunderstanding in language."
Yeah, and I liked what he said.
Yeah,
And I really like that particular scene. And then it ends with the grossest thing ever where he says, "You English, you're always hiding. I'm trying to get to know you." And
Yeah.
he holds up some kind of fruit. And that's
A
what
grape.
this is what I meant by the movie turning.
you're right. You're 100%. I put a bracket over this. So we been 2 months, brother, but
Yeah.
we're still locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gives, what does he give him?
It's a grape.
It's a grape.
Yeah, and he's chewing it, and he
It's a
goes to
huge
spit
grape.
he tries to spit the seeds out, and then that's when he stops him, and he says, "Here
we swallow the seeds.
we swallow the seeds." And then after he does that, well, he feeds him the grape in his mouth.
Well, yeah.
So it's
Toby, you should know.
it's
Toby
a
Jones,
little bit of erotica.
another man,
Yeah.
held what I first thought was a chocolate, which I thought was even weirder. But he holds up to another man,
Yeah.
and he tries to take it, and the director goes, "No,"
No.
and he makes him. He feeds it to him.
He said it just like that. No. No. Hi, Ryan.
And he feeds it to him. And again, so I'm like, oh, and then he says, he says, "You're changed," or "You're."
He did. He
Whoa.
says now you're changed. Yeah.
Oof.
So this is it's been all this stuff has been leading up to this, and then now this is the official.
Yeah.
All right, so this is 55 minutes in. I even marked the time on this event.
Yeah.
So we've got a half hour left in the film, roughly, just a little over a half hour. So with an hour and a half film, it's in half-hour blocks,
Yeah.
basically. So this swallowing of the seeds, if you will, now we're going to get now it turns to
Yeah.
bananas.
So here's where I think that because he's trying to get this receipt, and he's very angry with the receptionist, and
Yeah, he's prompted by
Sylvia says
Sylvia. I cannot remember.
But
Why can't I remember her name?
he forcefully goes, and they're like, "We cannot confirm this flight ever existed." And I'm like, "Oh man,
Yeah.
okay."
After
so
she
now,
gets Luigi on the phone.
Net,
But then the way he played that, he's like, he drops the F-bomb,
Yeah.
and he's been so reserved and subdued, and he's like crying when he's doing
one
it.
part of me is like, "Oh, fucking corporate America, man."
Yeah.
Just denying the flight even happened. Like, how'd he fucking get there, man?
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, uh-oh,
Took a boat to Italy.
this is going to be, a super mindfuck movie like you said it was.
Yeah.
So maybe that was a little bit planted. But, I mean, that's just horror. So now what I think is happening is that the screams that you're hearing are real people being killed.
Oh, so
And they're
you
really
were
murdering
like
people.
worried about the snuff film part.
Not that it was a snuff film, but that the screams, and maybe this is closer to what it really was, the screams were of like real people being hurt and tortured.
Yeah.
That's how they were getting them. Because you never saw what was on the screen, ever. Except for when the movie turns into what just happened, what you just saw him do.
Right. Well, I don't know why I wrote down, but the 8th of March was when they claimed that the plane ticket didn't exist.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've guess that's just a random date, but I just wrote that down just in case that came out to be something.
And I also thought that he was being framed for all of it.
Okay.
I thought he was being set up as a patsy for the whole thing.
Wow. That's brilliant, right?
Well, no,
why don't you
not really.
rewrite the third act?
I mean, again, it's just, I'm feeling Kubrick, but then I'm like, oh, it can't be as corny as that, quite frankly, because that would be fine. It'd be satisfying, I guess. Yeah. But that's where I was at. And, the music was starting to remind me about The Shining, but when Sylvia, confesses that she's going to bring Santini to his knees and is going to do something, like it starts to kind of ground itself again. Like, okay, this is a girl who's had enough. She's been molested by this guy or whatever the hell. And here you go. So I was left wondering, like, what the hell is going on now? What's she going to do?
He's in that mix room and he's got the tape everywhere, like stretched across the whole room, like wrapping around the corners of jars and furniture.
Yep.
And it's playing. I didn't get that.
No, not at all.
I don't know what that was or what that was accomplishing. I mean, it's some 1970s version of something, but I was a little bit confused by that.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get some help on that one. And then Fatma, well, I used her first name, but Sylvia screaming in the booth. And then, then we lead into your part that you're talking about where she wants to get the revenge.
Yeah. I just thought that was, really kind of interesting. And she does. I mean, she trashes.
They walk into the recording studio and it's literally all on the floor.
Where's the security? Nothing.
He said, I got this after watching it a few times.
But this is your security mind.
The son, party boy, Italian party boy. She got him to let her in.
That'd be a good T-shirt too, just like an
Italian party boy,
with like just in a G-string.
Yeah,
big mustache, bottle of champagne.
With the guy from swimming pool, the Johnny Holmes guy from swimming
the French
pool.
guy. Yeah. That'd be a great
Italian,
shirt. That'd be a great shirt.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's perfect. That's more international. We love it. But she says she's going to bring this bastard to his knees and all this, and I'm like, oh my God. So it's revealed that he did some really heinous shit to her, and I felt bad, I guess, more for Gilderoy than anything, because they're essentially like, figure this shit out. So he's got to piece all this stuff together, and they have to recast.
Yeah, the tape was destroyed.
The voice, and so he's trying to get this all pieced together, and the casting videos were like, gross. This is nasty. Like, these men are the worst.
Yeah, the director.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's a voice casting, and then they're having the women stand forward, sideways, backwards.
So I'm like, why is this need to be videotaped? This you're fucking pervs,
right? It's the Weinsteinian.
Yeah, yeah. The last one could even give a dog a hard on.
And then,
yeah, that was a line in the movie.
Yeah, there
I
you go.
remembered it.
And then they bring in the tiny little hot Italian girl, and he picks her.
Is that Elisa, right? That's okay.
That's who that is. Yeah,
and I liked her. Like that actress is really compelling,
and her screams were bad.
Oh yeah,
they were, because
I noted it's got to be hard to scream bad.
Yeah. They weren't like torturous screams. They were just when you watch the movie you'll hear it, but they were bad. She wasn't good at it.
Yeah.
Or she was good at not being good at it.
And that part of it was really cool. And you're seeing how difficult all this is. And I feel like the movie takes a real hard turn. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Well, let me look at my notes here.
The hardest turn.
All right. I got a new girl audition. Picks hot Elisa, Gilderoy becoming more distant. Night in bed, doorbell rings.
Yeah, so the doorbell ring, all this stuff, and then it goes to him watching him having just been filmed.
Yeah, and then he starts speaking. And then he starts speaking Italian,
and it cuts to a travel video of cows.
That's his video. That's his documentary.
It's something that he filmed.
Yep, that's his documentary. I got that from interviews and watching.
Jesus. Well, I mean, okay, so you're me, and you're like,
Yeah, when I first saw the cows, I didn't know what was going on, but that was actually his
I
film.
was like, I thought there was an error.
One of the no, and one
Like
of the
Amazon
epiphanies
fucked up because it goes on a long time.
Is that where you ran out of the house and
That could have been again.
if you had the wrong strain?
Had I not been on, this could have been a real tough.
Help me understand these strains. What strain would have been the wrong strain to be on for this mindfuck movie?
Any sativa,
A
in
sativa?
general.
Okay.
But yeah, it could have been touch and go, to be honest.
Yeah. So
which made it, again, I love weird, and that was weird.
Yeah.
Had I known it was his, I don't think it would have made a huge difference to me, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was just weird, and it was cool.
But going back to the doorbell, the epiphany I had was all the stuff that was in the soundtrack that he had for his mom, his comfort. It had his mom's footsteps. It had the doorbell. And it had a few other things in there that all actually played out.
Yeah.
So all that stuff was playing out like on the dark side, the dark version of it. All the stuff that was comforting to him from his mom and from home.
Right.
And I didn't catch any till just like, I think it was a viewing today. And I was like, holy shit, the doorbell's in that
So what about
recording. The mom's footsteps are in that recording.
Okay.
And Massimo are in the heels doing the footsteps before that.
So, yeah.
So all that was written in there. It's pretty
what
pretty
about
good.
With the girl in the room with the knife?
Attacking him?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck that was. A nightmare. Or was that Sylvia?
And then it goes to an earlier scene.
Was that Sylvia attacking him?
No, I thought it was Elisa.
It was some other girl.
Or Claudia. Also billed as Screamer.
Claudia Van Damme.
Again, I was very confused with the ladies in this. And I was just in for the ride at this point in time, because you have to be. And so the sound goes out during the attack on him. And then it cuts to that earlier scene of them watching his brief.
Yeah.
And it's all in Italian.
And now he's speaking, well, it's overdubbed Italian, how they would do it for other countries.
Yeah, and he gets this, that last letter from Mom, which is just all depressing, which I thought was funny, actually.
It had to be the magpies. That was funny. Yeah, because he's like,
and then,
his one comfort in life was his letters from his mom, and then here it is, like, the birds being slaughtered.
About her being dead?
No, the birds.
No, the mom being dead.
No.
And he's like rereading old letters? She'd recently died?
I didn't see that.
Because this is a morose character. This dude is not jovial at all.
Right.
He's even with a hot lady like Sylvia trying to knob twist him, twist his knobs. He's just like, okay. He looks German. He looks like he'd speak German. I'm sorry to say, that sounds terrible.
They have no
but again,
levity, right? Is what you're saying.
No, he just looks German. I feel like German words will come out of his mouth. This is why he assuredly plays a Nazi in the next Indiana Jones. He has to, right? So I love a couple of the lines here that like, Teresa, the Teresa character, she's going over her lines, and her lines are reading the mom's letter. This is when the movie starts to become surrealist, and I'm cool.
That was bananas. Like,
weird.
She's like, "Can I practice my lines?" Which are supposed to be Sylvia's lines, and then she starts reading the letter.
Yeah, and I love the line, "Let Santini's dick direct the film."
Yeah,
it feels like everything's coming apart.
The producer said that.
Yeah, it feels like everything's coming apart, which it is. So, the final thing that really kind of sticks out is the scene with Elisa in the
the torture scene. So she can't.
And they're
scream.
trying to get the scream right. And from an audio perspective, they are turning up the dissonant or the discorded sound.
Well, the producer tells him to go, yell at her and get her shit together, and he's like, "I got a better idea." And again, this is all in Italian. The Italian overdub, and it's weird to see that. His lips are moving in English, but they got the Italian overdub, which is how they did it back then, so they could play the film in each country. And then he goes, "I have a better idea." And so then he's turning up the dissonant sound, And she's like going, this is hurting my ears. And then the producer's like, turn it up, turn it up. So he actually becomes the torturer in real life because he's been affected by the movie so badly. So I liken it to these tests they've done when they play Mozart and when they play death metal to plants. And they've proven scientifically that Mozart
On Mythbusters as well.
make you did it pass the test on Mythbusters?
It sure did.
I can't talk right now, Ryan. Too many. I've had a whole 2 beers.
Uh-oh.
My lips are slurring.
You know what? Todd's a
praying.
cheap date, ladies. Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Hey,
you can get these sexy jean shorts off. 3 beers. Do you hear me?
I'm not wearing pants.
It's worth it. I don't know, but I can
you hear him,
imagine.
Sylvia?
Oh.
Or no, the Greek. Give me the
Yeah, I was
Greek
just gonna
goddess.
say,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what was her name? Who knows?
I don't know.
Moving along.
Yep, James Bond.
Bond's lover.
You got to live up to that.
Bond's lover.
Well, I really, that scene with that torture just is truly, truly horrifying.
Yeah.
And,
so she finally slams off the headphones and
Yeah, and
walks
says,
out.
I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah.
And leaves.
Yeah.
And, that's
smoke
something.
gets in your eyes.
that-
The smoke
that's-
on the water. That's sorry for the cough,
That's
guys.
something that rookie move, Ryan.
Was that a
rookie
sativa?
move. that brought the movie back to reality, and then we're back to nuts again because Toby Jones is just staring off like Jack in The Shining.
Yeah.
And this is that final, this was his descent into madness. Because the movie may have done it, but I didn't know from the break, once you saw his documentary, what was real anymore. So I thought nothing is real at this point in time, and the flight never happened. He went crazy, and he never even went to Italy. That's my final thought.
That could very well be true. I mean, it's open to interpretation.
It's absurd because everything's absurd, and his mind is like this. And when the guy said, and I may have not articulated it well enough before, but when the guy said, we don't have record of the flight, we can't verify it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's just them. How? That's fucking bullshit. Why can they do that? Oh, they could. Big giant corporation could say it didn't exist, but maybe it didn't exist.
Yeah. Or a small little corporation that doesn't pay people. They just rip them off to get what they want, get the product.
Francesco has that thing to him about, there are people who would work here for free.
Yeah. Lined up.
And make him feel so bad just to want to be compensated for his work.
But I'll put your request ahead of all the others.
Ahead of all the others. Oh my God.
So there's a whole stack of these.
This guy. I'm watching Hobbs and Shaw tonight for sure. Or the Italian newscaster.
The Italian prick
Italian
newscaster.
newsreader. That's the director. Well, and finally, the power goes out again, and they're having to redo some stuff, and then it turns into Star Trek the movie.
Yeah,
that's my final thought. This movie,
instead of almost all movies fade to black. Not our movie. It fades to white. Right at the end there. He just blends into the screen that he's watching himself, which is just so bizarre. What he just did, he watches himself do it on a movie screen, and then he just melts into the white. To me, he died and just went to heaven.
Okay, so that's where my final Kubrick comparison. It felt like 2001.
Yeah.
And he just became one with the monolith and was reborn. And
I can
so
hear.
I thought
the Tiffany's.
So this could be a Jacob's Ladder situation where he died on the flight over. Open to interpretation, which I do not mind at all. I mean, this was a fucking fun movie.
You can make strong arguments for all of them.
Yeah. This movie was nuts.
Bananas.
Well done.
But
Thank
fun.
you.
Yeah. Thank Walden for it. He's
Thank
the
you,
one
Walden.
he's the one that did it.
Well, we will conclude as we do with reviews, and I I didn't find a lot of crazy stuff either way. But
I thought for sure you would get some crazy negative.
There weren't a ton of reviews. Again, just on IMDb is where I look. But I try to find some real wackos out there, and I don't know if there were as many.
I need you to get revved up and get some Cage in there, because I watched The Immense Weight. I blew that. What is it called?
The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Massive talent, ladies and gentlemen, is about to come at you.
That's the official
short version.
Because some movie theaters.
Hey, did you
are
see
just putting
Massive Talent?
Yeah,
you're not going to do the whole title. So that being a fresh watch for me, I need you to give me some of that. So hopefully you're feeling it.
Well, I'm going to start with the positive one.
Okay.
Going off the rails.
This is opposite. You always do the negative one first.
Yeah,
right?
the negative one is short and pretty sweet.
Okay, cool.
Warning, spoilers. So if you've gotten to this point in the podcast.
Did we give any spoilers?
We sure did.
Did we spoil it? Okay.
We kind of talked about the whole movie, which is what we do. All right. Ever wondered what a dangerously aroused goblin sounded like? Or having a red-hot poker inserted into the vagina of a witch? Hopefully not. But if you have, and it's in a movie, then Berberian Sound Studio should go some way to explaining it. Peter Strickland's film is set entirely in the studio of the title or in the drab little room where the hero, Gilderoy, is staying. He's in Italy to record the sound effects for a horror film called The Equestrian Vortex, and the experience isn't doing him any good at all. Indeed, poor Gilderoy is taking all this very much to heart. By the end, neither he nor us can be sure of what's real and what isn't. Cinephiles should appreciate Berberian Sound Studio more than your run-of-the-mill Saturday night crowd. After all, it's a film about making a film, and they are more than likely to get the references to Dario Argento and Brian De Palma and even Antonio's Blow Up. I found it both funny and unsettling, and I admired its technical virtuosity and Toby Jones's superb performance as a sad little sound recordist, going way off the rails.
On a crazy train.
Wink. But I'm not too sure it's a movie I would want to sit through again, at least not anytime soon.
That's pretty good.
So that was fun. I mean, he referenced having a red-hot poker inserted into the vagina of a witch. So
yeah, ever wonder?
Yeah. So that last one I think was an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
This one is a 1 out of 10.
Ooh.
Entitled, You've Been Punked. Wow. May 2020. It's an elaborate prank. This is one of the worst 90 minutes of footage in the history of mankind. This pungent trash might ruin relationships, end lives, and start wars. It's pathetic, my friend. I'm crying for the time I just wasted.
Period.
This pungent trash might ruin relationships, end lives, and start wars.
Melva.
A, B, C, D, E, H, I, J. Well,
if you're wondering, it's Kiss of the Vampire.
Vampire's Kiss.
It's Vampire's
We
Kiss.
promise, Nicolas Cage. We love you. We love you.
We live for you.
Well, this was a doozy. I will watch this again. Not like that first reviewer. I will definitely watch this again soon because, again, I've been craving that easy watching time of hour 32.
Yeah.
And
there's so much to take in on this.
Hell yeah. And again, a lot of good sounds for the audio people who love eargasms.
And if you like screaming, this is
that
your
was
movie.
pretty ironic. There is a lot of screaming in this movie. There's a disclaimer. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And
all different types of screaming.
Yes, there is. Well, thank you so much for bringing this one into my life, sir, and to the gentleman who originated it.
And hopefully all of you out there bring it into your life. And, these obscure movies, independent films are just a lot of fun and deserve the light of day.
Well, Todd?
Yes, Ryan.
We'll always have Monty Doro. are those guys?
That was a hard cut to the end. You'll love it. It's just a little independent.
Love it. It's just as
Like,
you're about to say.
you'll love it. It's just a little independent. You're gonna love it. It's just a little independent. Okay.
We're tense. Yeah, we're two or
Yeah.
two. We're like
You'll love it. It's just as little independent. Like it's just
Like
a
I'm
little
introducing a
independent.
movie to you.
Like you're about to.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
It's just as little independent.